Welcome back to the Avenue. Thank you so much for coming in today. And we have another exciting show for you today. On this channel, we talk about money making sense, just simply as that. So, today we're going to have a conversation that may be a little uncomfortable for some of you all, but we're going to get down to the nitty gritty of why you are broke. There are 6 reasons probably why you're broke, and you probably fit into one of these if you are broke. Okay, so we're going to break it down and let's tell the truth to ourselves and let's get this thing fixed. Stay tuned.
She's a go-getter, alright. What a beautiful sight. Anything she sets her mind to, she stays on it day and night. She writes the checks, she signs the deeds. She plants the fruitful seeds and still finds the time to meet all her family needs.
Okay, first of all, I want to say nobody's stupid, nobody's lazy. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that the math is not mathing, okay? The numbers are not working out. The numbers are coming out at 0 or negative. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The simple truth of why you are broke every month that you get your paycheck. Something happens and you're just broke. You don't have any money left over. So that's what we're going to talk about. But so this is to help you. This is not to pound down on you. This is only to help you. So let's get that straight from the very get-go. Also, let me define broke the way I'm saying it, because I know some people think broken spirit, people aren't really broke and all that kind of stuff. We're not talking about any of that. We're talking about you have money coming in at the beginning of the month, and before the end of the month or by the end of the month, there's nothing left for you to spend or anything. There's just no money there. That's what I'm talking about being broke. It's not anything about a character flaw or anything like it. It has nothing to do with that. It's about the math that you have more going out than you have coming in. So basically, that equation is that you're broke. That's what I'm talking about. First reason up, number 1, your fixed bills are eating you alive. Your fixed bills are just too high. These are things you have to pay every month. Your rent, your car, your cell phone, the things that you need, they come in every month, normally at the same amount each and every month, but you have to pay them and they are fixed bills. It's nothing that's variable that you can get rid of, but you need these more than likely to live, and so they're too high. You may be staying in an apartment or have a mortgage that's really too high for you right now. You may be driving a car that's really too high for you right now, and it may be some changes you need to make in those areas that will bring those prices down. Even if it was the extreme of selling your house and moving to something smaller, if it was the extreme of when your lease ends in that apartment, to find an apartment that's more cost efficient, that you can go to and move in and live, because your fixed expenses with this inflation going on, you all, and things just going up and up and up, groceries, gas, things that we can't control go up, things that we need go up. But there are some things we can control. And if you can look and find, as long as it's a safe place, as long as the car is a car that can get you around, it may not be the car you want to drive, but a car is transportation, right? So bring some of these fixed expenses down, and you will have more money at the end of the month to do other things with that you need to do. That way, if something pops up, it's not a total panic or disaster or, oh no, I don't know what's going to happen now because I don't have any money moment for you. So your fixed expenses are too high. That's reason number 1 that you're broke. The second reason that you're broke is that you're bleeding money in these little small categories that are really not that small. And plus, small categories add up to large amounts if you compile them on one after one after one after one. It's not just one category. It may be convenience things. It may be a little Amazon shopping here, a little Amazon shopping there. It may be interest that you're paying on things. It may be fees that you're paying at the bank. But these little things chip away. And if you can see, like if you're paying $27 for this and $37 for that, subscriptions that you don't necessarily need or even know that you have anymore, that adds up. If you get 10 of those in a row, that could be $300, $400, $500 a month that you're paying out. That's adding up. So it's not like a big $500 bill that you're paying out, but it's these little bitty expenses that's bleeding your money. And if we can cut back on some of those, you can help yourself. So what you need to do is actually track where these expenses are. Where are you paying? You should know. It should be nothing going out of your paycheck that you don't know about. If there's subscriptions that you don't use anymore, gym subscription or whatever it is, you need to cut it off because you don't use it anymore. It's not benefiting you. It's benefiting the place that you're paying, but it's not benefiting you if you're not using it. So that we need to look at the little things like that, convenience things, food delivery. Do you really need food delivered to you? Can you go to the grocery store, get the food yourself and bring it home and cook it? That's an idea. So it's little things like that that's just eating away at your money. And at the end of the month, you don't have anything left because you've paid these little bitty things that add up to a large expense in total at the end of the month. Next up, we have the debt that is a tax on your future, right? You're paying now with future dollars, basically. You go out and you charge something on a credit card, and y'all know how I hate credit card interest with a passion. So you go out and charge something on a credit card, you're paying that credit card down, you're paying interest on it. You may have a personal loan that you're paying interest on. Any of these little charges, if you miss a payment, there's extra charges for that. But it's little things like that that's eating away and keeping you broke. When you pay interest on this, that money you're just giving away to the credit card company or the bank or whoever you're paying it to. You're just giving it away because your principal is one thing, you're paying back what you owe, but then for borrowing that money, there is a tax on that, and the tax is the interest on that. So you're paying taxes on your future money by paying this debt. The thing to do, get all the debt together, find out how much debt that you're in, number one, and choose a method to start paying down this debt one debt at a time. If you go from, smallest to largest, great. You're saving yourself money when you pay down debt. You really can't go out and start investing heavily if you have a whole lot of debt on you. It doesn't make sense to get 7 to 10% in the stock market when you're paying 28% in interest on a credit card. So let's get the debt out of under control, because this is one thing that is not the number one thing, but it is one thing that's eating away at your money and keeping you broke at the end of the month, during the month, throughout the month. And until you get these things up under control, you won't get out of it. And once you pay it off, you all, don't go jump back into debt. Don't get back into it. Give yourself a break, get under control, pay them off, and then use your money to pay cash and buy your future with it. You won't be broke if you hit that like button and that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on the latest information that I'm bringing it to you. I promise this will not break you just by hitting that button. It's free of charge. I'd love for you to do it. It gets the video out to more and more people so they can get this information. If you have someone that needs to hear this, please share the video with them. If you've been talking to them about this and they are not listening to you, maybe they'll listen to Adrian's Avenue and start saying, she makes some sense with that. Maybe I should try this. Because if you're doing something and it's not working, guess what? You probably need to change, start doing something different, right? Because you're not going to get a different results by doing the same thing. So share this out. Sharing is caring. So if you love somebody, share it out to them. Maybe they will listen to Adrian's Avenue and jump on the bandwagon. I'd love to have them in my community. And send me a comment down there. Just let me know how things are going for you. We're off into the year. This is a new year and things are going by. The days are going by fast, you guys. And hopefully you have your money, your finances under control. If there's anything I can help you with, let me know and I'll do my best. Number 4, and this is one that probably hits most people. They may not be totally broke at the end of the month, but if your income isn't growing but your expenses are, I even saw this year everything goes up. Insurance went up, everything was going up. Utilities went up, gas is up and down. Groceries went up tremendously. If you go buy clothes, that's going to go up. Everything is going. Houses have risen in price. So there's a lot going up. And if you're making the same income that you've been making over the last couple of years, you're probably headed toward the broke, because you can't make the same income and pay more for things. And, at some point in time, you're going to use up the money that you have coming into your household. So how do we combat this? You may want to talk to your boss about a raise. There are various processes you can do with doing that. You may want to look for different jobs. You may want to get a side hustle or a side hobby or something that you do that you can make money with. Look and search for things that you can do outside of maybe your normal income because it's out there. And we know no one's job is guaranteed. So you need to be looking for other things anyway, especially in this AI era where people are doing things, they're making apps, they're doing things and making money off of. You may want to try something like that just to benefit yourself, because if you're not increasing in income, but all the expenses are going up, you're going to get caught one day or another, and you're not going to have enough income to cover everything. So you're going to be in that category of being broke. So let's do the sensible thing up front. Be proactive before you get too far into this. But be proactive and try to find a way to, generate some more income for your sake, for your benefit. Next up, unfortunately, some people want to be good with money, and they really don't know what being good with money is because they don't have a system to be good with money. So being good with money, you all, is having a system down that you actually follow. You don't just say, I just want to be good with money, I want to get better with money, and not have something that you change to follow. It may be putting a budget in place. It may be paying down debt, but there is a system that you have to follow to get better with how to spend your money, how to manage your money, how to make it all work out for your benefit. Because, some of you say, I'm not good with money and leave it at that. You need to come to the reality of it's usually management and some type of system that you need to put in place, because it's not going to automatically happen. But you need to put some things in place. Number one, you need to pay yourself first. Number two, you need to pay your bills next. And third, if you have anything left to spend, you can spend that. But if you pay yourself first and pay your bills next, and then that in that order. Now, some of you may be saying, I don't have enough money to even pay my bills. If you're at that point, you need to pay your bills, get the bills paid down, especially those credit cards or the things that you're in debt on, get that paid down. And once you get that paid down and you have extra money coming in, the paying yourself first is a non-negotiable. You cannot make that an option. You cannot make savings an option. If you make it an option, it'll never happen. So I'm telling you now to pay yourself first. Don't make savings an option. Make it something that you do. If it's putting money into a retirement account, putting money into the stock market, whatever it is, you need to pay yourself. Take care of you first. Put your oxygen mask on, and then you can pay this other stuff. But the way you get good with money is to have a system in place. You just don't wish it up on you. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't magically fall down on you. But you have to have a method and a system that you do to get better with managing and controlling your money, where it goes, and you tell it where to go, and not these other credit card companies and everybody else telling you where it should go. Last but not least, sometimes you're broke because money is actually controlling the emotional times in your life. It's doing the emotional job for you in your life. You spend money when you don't feel good. You spend money when things are going well. You spend money because you're happy. You spend money because it's successful. You spend money because you're bored. You spend money because you're stressed. You just spend. Whatever emotion comes up, you find a reason to spend money. And you may not know that you're actually doing this. So money is actually therapy for you. Going out shopping and spending money is therapy for you. And so you're becoming broke behind this therapy. You shouldn't let money control you like that. That's making you broke, which is putting you in a worse position than you were before you started. So let's put a check on that as far as having money be the emotional control, or because once you go out and spend the money, yes, you get a little high then, but it doesn't go away. It doesn't, take care of the problem. We need to address the issue and not mask the symptom by going out buying something that you may regret later, or wonder why I bought this, or now I have to pay for something extra that I bought. Some people have tons of stuff at home because they go out and buy stuff when they don't feel good or when the emotions flare up. They go buy a bunch of stuff, right? So they have a bunch of stuff sitting at home that, that they bought and they keep buying stuff, and there's just, you know, a room full of stuff that you have because you were emotional, and sometimes you don't use it and you don't take it back. You won't take it back. You'll keep it there. But let's put this in check. Realize, sit down and see if this is what's going on with you. Now, nothing wrong with, you know, because even when I get a sale and something happens good, I get an accomplishment or whatever, I may go and have myself a dinner or something like that. But I'm not going to go out and buy a car. I'm not going to go out and buy a TV or something like that just to say I'm celebrating because I've made it in this area or I got a raise or something like that. And if I get down, there's other things that you can do if you get down. So let's put a check on that. See if this is your issue. And if you need to get professional help, by all means, get professional help, because this spending money as a therapy to help with the stress levels and these emotional flares that come up and down. We're all going to be emotional all the time. Emotions not going to go away. We can't control our emotions. We can control how we react to our emotions, but we got emotions for a reason, right? We need to feel certain ways for a reason, but it's not just, you know, a license to go out and just spin because you have an emotional moment. So let's pull that in and see if that is the issue that we need to get addressed as far as why we're broke. So we've talked about a lot, and I'm just going to wrap it in, put a bow on it at the end for you, just in case you missed some of the video or didn't get everything down. The things that you want to do, here's a simple plan that can help you with why you're broke, the 6 reasons why you're broke. What you want to do is track every dollar, no judgment, just data. You want to identify your top 3 leaks, cut or cap 1 leak, then you want to automate 1, pay yourself first, transfer, and then attack 1 debt with a focused extra plan. So focus on the debt that you want to attack and attack that debt, then move on to the next debt. And these are some things that can help you so that you won't remain broke, living paycheck to paycheck at the end of each month. We're just fresh in the year. This is something that you can change that will help yourself. So take these notes, go out there. I know you can do it. I know you can, okay? Go out there and try this, and then let me know the results of what you've tried. If there's something else that you're doing, I'd love to hear your comments down in, just make a comment to me, and I'd love to see. You can share with our community the things that you're doing that's working for you, okay? And with that, I will see you in the next video.
Go Adrian. Humble, go get a bless. Let's go.